Silicon Valley, technology, art, green, and sustainability. Hi, welcome to Silicon Valley Technology, Art, Green, and Sustainability. Today I'll be talking with leaders in the environmentally friendly home business here in Silicon Valley and beyond. I have Dave Whittam and Glenn Gilliam. Thank you for coming. And could you introduce yourself to the audience and tell everybody what you do at your businesses? We'll start with you.
Sure. My name is David Whittam, and I'm the divisional sales manager for Skyline Homes in Woodland, California, over by Sacramento. And basically what my job entails is making sure that our customers have the correct homes, the correct product, and be able to design that. So it's kind of fun that way. Yeah.
I'm Glenn Gilliam. I'm president of Alliance Manufactured Homes here in Sunnyvale, California. And my job is a retailer, a distributor of manufactured homes, which we buy from Dave up at Skyline, and we distribute those homes to the public.
Now, how long have you both been in your businesses?
I've been about 15 years, and with Skyline about 10.
Okay.
About 30 years.
Wow. You started when you were 10?
I started when I was 21, actually.
Okay.
Yes, and been doing it ever since.
With the company you have now? Or?
No, I started out with a company called Great Western Mobile Homes back in 1980. I was
locally?
Here locally in San Jose. I did a 3-year stint in the Navy, and after that, I thought this was a great way to go. I wanted to get into sales, and I liked the overall concept of manufactured housing, so I decided to embark in that career.
That's interesting. So I've seen at West Coast Green, at PCBC, which is Pacific Coast Builder Show, some really interesting manufactured homes. They're becoming kind of green, and it's less wasteful. Can you tell us a little bit about your I guess the warehouse, and it's local, and which makes it sustainable in itself, that's being built. Can you tell us a little bit about the warehouse, and maybe we can roll some footage with that now too?
Sure. Well, probably it would be good to describe what a manufactured home is. And a manufactured home basically is a regular home that's built in a factory and shipped to a site in typically 2 sections. So it's completely built
and shipped
there.
Anywhere.
Shipped anywhere, right. Then once it gets onto the site, it's put together 2 sections and some final details, and then people can move in.
How long does the shipping take usually? Depends, I guess, on where it is.
From start to finish a project, Glenn, what would you say about? The shipping would take a day.
Well, yeah, the shipping.
The manufacturing takes approximately 2 to 4 weeks.
A day locally or anywhere in the U.S.?
Well, where we purchase our homes out of Woodland, so we're a local retailer. That is about 100 miles from the San Jose General Bay Area, so it's about a day to get a house down here. Overall, production though, it's 3 to 4 weeks, and 3 to 4 weeks on site.
And compared to a stick home, how long does that usually take? Years, right?
Stick-built house, you can take 2 years to build a custom-built home. You could take 6 months generally for a tract home development, something like that, or an infill lot could take up to a year to go through all the processes.
Right.
So, we were looking at some video from your warehouse. It's local, which is great because that's basically green jobs, keeping it here locally, and the fact that it's 100 miles or less from Sacramento. Anywhere, if you ship within 500 miles of where you manufactured, that's also considered green. So
right.
that's an awesome factor. Is there anything else you want to tell us about the warehouse and the product that you're?
Well. Talking about about building in a factory environment, we do have several benefits over a typical site-built type of construction. One is that all the materials are delivered to that one factory, so there's a lot fewer deliveries, so cutting down on greenhouse gases. All of our employees live within a very close proximity to the factory, so they're going to one place to go to work instead of several places like a typical site-built type of a home subdivision or something.
I read somewhere too that a typical like stick home takes something like tons of trash. So like those huge barrels of, or
Right.
things that they pick up, the big containers, at least 10 of those, maybe more. So tons of trash. I can't remember if it was like 1 ton or something of trash. Where opposed to a house like this, it's less than one of those when you're done building it.
Well, we've actually had some independent engineers come in that specialize in green building, and they have done audits on our factory. And one of the benefits of manufactured housing in the factory environment is that we really look at the best use of material, the most efficient way to use materials, and part of that is recycling and reuse of raw materials. And in our factory, we recycle or reuse about 80% of our waste, which is a huge amount. The green building guidelines, yeah, they like you to have 50% of reuse or recycle, but we have about 80%. The way that we take and look at a house is how can we take our raw material and use it the most efficiently.
Now I see that they're kind of rolling some film on insulation.
Mm-hmm.
So the actual house itself, the energy efficiency and the lasting of it, how does that work? Is it more green as opposed to a regular home that's typically built in energy efficiency with the insulation, and then also as far as lasting longer?
Well, as far as the lasting, we use the same materials in a lot of areas, so there's really no difference. We use regular lumber, regular drywall. It's just a home built in a factory. But we do look at sustainability of materials, and we do look at using the greenest type material we can, and also look at a cost factor. Because one of the aspects of our home building is that we try to incorporate a green home, but also at an affordable price. You can use all kinds of materials. You can have your whole house built with FSC material, wood, and we could do that, but it would make the price of the home out of the price range the average person can afford. So we look at using sustainable and regular materials, but use it more efficiently. The insulation that you saw on the video there, we switched to a formaldehyde-free fiberglass insulation.
Oh, that's incredible. That's good.
Yes. There's a lot of insulation that most insulation out there does have a degree of formaldehyde in it. So we switched to that. Just little things like that we see that we can improve our carbon footprint.
So I see that you guys had an Energy Star Award,
Mm-hmm.
Leadership in Housing, is that right?
Yeah, this year
Can you tell us what that is?
This year Skyline received the Leadership in Housing Energy Star Award from the EPA, Environmental Protection Agency, and we were the only ones in California that got that. And we're pretty proud of that.
That's incredible. That's a great honor. That's
yeah,
incredible.
it is. Yeah. It is, and you have to build a certain amount of homes and have them Energy Star certified. And the minimum, I think, was 150 to even qualify. Nobody else even qualified.
So you had 150
We had about
certified.
200, a little over 200, I can't remember the exact number, of certified Energy Star homes, which Alliance Homes has done a great job in taking that out to the public. So an Energy Star home...
so you guys have worked on getting your clients to take that an initiative and get the house certified then after it's installed? Or?
Well, what we do as a business is we take out a lot of the older style mobile homes, the old trailers that, if you go back through the years and you look at the transition period from the date that mobile homes came out. And
when was that?
Well, probably go back as far as the covered wagon. Okay, you could consider the covered wagon was probably the first mobile home that I'm familiar with.
I never thought of it that way.
but there was an I Love Lucy show I remember that I saw that had the trailer that they got stuck on a mountain pass. So a lot of people use that as their image of what manufactured homes are. The incredible thing is this industry has transitioned so much and gone so far from what it used to be to what it is today. It's pretty incredible. A lot of people don't really understand that, though. They still believe that there are the old tin-sided mobile homes that are rickety. And
well, I don't want to mention any of the competition, but one of them that I can mention that's no longer around is the Michelle Kaufman home, which was kind of a built on a flat pack, shipped, and then put up. So it's kind of the same idea where it's less waste. However, I think she spent too much on her marketing or something, and she folded in the summer. So I don't know if you've heard of it before,
Well,
but the idea is that it's less waste, and it's just really a great way to go.
Yeah, part of